Hello students. So once again, this time in the next class about the projection. In last lecture we have discussed about the orthographic projection. The same definition will be written here, that this is the type of projection when the projectors are perpendicular to the given reference plane and also automatically they will be parallel to each other. Now in this lecture I am going to discuss with you about what are the basic requirements for projection. So if I go for the basic requirements, we require 4 things if we want to draw the projection. First thing will be the object. Object may be physically present in front of me, or maybe that will be my thought, what I want to draw. That is the projection. Second, that is the plane of projection. We can also call that a reference plane. So I need reference plane on the plane on which I am going to project my object. Third will be the projectors. Last time we discussed about this. These projectors are actually the lines drawn from the object to the plane. You can say that is the light of source or ray of sight. If I am looking at something, then my ray of sight goes through that object and hits the plane, and those ray of sight is known as projector, or you can say the light source. So that is imaginary line, but that is the most important line. And also we already discussed that these projectors must be perpendicular to the plane. Then we will get the object of the true size, that will be the real size of the object in the projection. So that's why I am interested for orthographic projection. And fourth, the most important thing will be the observer. We are the observer, so actually you are looking at the object and all the perspective will be regarding object will be through the observer. So these are the 4 basic requirements. Object will be available to us. We are the observer. Projector will come. Whatever I will see, that my ray of sight will be the projector. So physically what I need, that will be the reference plane. So I will start with the reference plane, and all other 3 things are already we know about. So I will start with the reference plane. So in drawing, actually normally we have 2 reference planes. One will be known as horizontal reference plane, and second will be known as vertical plane. So reference plane, also we can call them planes of projections. So in drawing, as already I have discussed with you, that in orthographic projection we require minimum 2 projections of any given object. So we have 2 reference plane. The first reference plane will be our horizontal plane. If you want to define what is horizontal plane, then any plane which is parallel to the earth, because earth will be the biggest horizontal plane. So any plane parallel to the earth will be my horizontal plane. So that is a simple definition. Second plane will be our vertical plane. Vertical plane will be any plane which is perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So initially I have defined my horizontal plane, then any plane perpendicular to this horizontal plane will be vertical plane. As I am in this room, so this floor will be my horizontal plane, and right now in this room actually we have 4 walls. So all 4 can be my vertical plane, but normally we also call this plane as frontal plane. So normally what we will choose, that the plane that will be in front of the observer, that will be taken as vertical plane. So initially when I am going to start about the projection and want to generate the concept about the projection, so I will fix my 2 planes. So in this classroom, the board will be, this wall will be, or in which this board will be there, that will be my vertical plane, and this floor will be my horizontal plane. So when the same duster, as you see in this figure, in last lecture I have drawn a projection of this object. Looking from the front, we will get the length and the height, that is this view, that is also known as front view. So simple concept will be, look from the front, that is front view. And if I look this from the top, then this will be the top view. Again I will get the length and this time the thickness, so that is top view. So this is the simplest way to project. This front view will be on the vertical plane and top view will be on the horizontal plane. So this is the standard thing. Top view will be always drawn on horizontal plane and on vertical plane we will draw front view. Front view will be always also known as elevation. We can also call front view or elevation. This top view is also known as plan. These terms, I know that everyone know about these type of terms, that people will say that the elevation of Taj Mahal is very beautiful, or the elevation of SIRT is very beautiful. So elevation means will be the front view, and the same with the plan. Plan normally, if you look at the any buildings plan, then that will be actually the top view, in which we will get all the complete information about a house, that where is the drawing room, where is the kitchen, where are the living room, etc., etc. So that is the plan view. So the two basic views which we will draw will be front view, that will be drawn on the vertical plane, and top view, that will be drawn on the horizontal plane. So these are our two reference planes, and as you know that these two reference planes will be perpendicular to each other, but their size is not fixed. Actually, the horizontal plane that will be on this side of the vertical plane, that is also on the opposite side of the vertical plane. Same way, this vertical plane will be on the upside of the horizontal plane and also below the horizontal plane. So in this way, these two planes will make one quadrant system, and that quadrant system will be as like what you have used in the graph paper, that will be a 2D quadrant system. But in our drawing, actually we have 3D quadrant system. So this vertical plane, this horizontal plane. If I look from the front, the vertical plane will be like a rectangle and the horizontal plane will be line. But if I look from the side, then these two planes will look like a lines, and this figure will be like this. If I want to represent my horizontal plane and vertical plane looking them from the side, then this will be like this. And this is our quadrant system. Actually, this is our horizontal plane, that is in short we call it HP, and this is VP, and actually this is your location where the observer is stationed. This is the front location, and this is the location for the top when we are looking from the top. So these two planes will be perpendicular to each other and they will bisect each other. The horizontal plane will be on the opposite side of the vertical plane, and vertical plane will be on the down side of the horizontal plane. And one important thing, the intersection of these two, that will be known as reference line. The reference line is the most important line in projection, and that reference line will be the intersection of horizontal plane and vertical plane. So where these horizontal plane and vertical plane will meet, that will be reference line, always denoted by a small xy. So now if I look at this quadrant system, this position where I am stationed right now and the observer as you are also there, this will be known as first quadrant. Now behind this wall, that is second quadrant. Below that, that will be third quadrant, and below our quadrant, that will be the quadrant number 4. So actually the whole space will be divided into 4 quadrants, and we will simply define their position. The first quadrant, the object will be above the HP in front of the VP. Second quadrant, the object is above HP behind VP. Third quadrant, below HP behind VP. And fourth quadrant, it is below HP and in front of VP. So the position of the object can be defined in different quadrant system, and the way will be first quadrant, as I already told you, it will be above HP in front of VP. If the object will be in the second quadrant, I will say it is above HP and behind VP. If it is in the third quadrant, I can say it is below HP and behind VP. And if it will be in the fourth quadrant, then it can be below HP and in front of VP. So this is the four quadrant system, and my object can be placed in the first, second, third, or maybe in the fourth quadrant. As you see that these two planes are 90 degrees to each other, but our medium in which we will draw, that maybe this board or your notebook or your drawing sheet or your sketchbook, that will be a 2D. So what we will do, that we will hold one plane, that will be VP. We will always keep VP fixed and rotate this horizontal plane in clockwise direction. So when I will rotate it in clockwise direction, this side of portion, the front portion will go down and the back portion will go up. So if the object will be in the first quadrant, the projection will be like this. And you see that if the object will be in the first quadrant, the vertical plane will be upside and the horizontal plane will be below this. So this is our vertical plane and this is our horizontal plane. Here we will get the front view and below we will get the top view. So as I have drawn earlier, so whenever the object will be in the first quadrant, the VP, in the VP we will get the front view, and in the HP we will get the top view, and the rotation will be downside, so VP will be upside and HP will come below. So that will be front view and top view. But when we will go for the third quadrant means the below HP and behind VP. In this case, we will suppose that our planes are transparent, and this time again the top view will be on the horizontal plane, front view will be on the vertical plane, and the projection will be like this. This will go up, so VP will be, this time the VP will be above XY and HP will come down. So HP will go up and VP will come down. So if the object will be in the third quadrant, the projections will be like this. This time I will get top view above XY and front view below. So the first one, this is known as first angle projection. And this is known as third angle projection. Just the difference will be just the position of the object, otherwise the projection will be same. But when the object will be in the second quadrant, as VP will be upside, HP will also go up, so both the planes will be above the reference line and both the projection will be above the reference line. So in second quadrant, front view and top view both will be above XY line. Same way, reverse of that will be in the fourth quadrant, object will be below HP, in front of VP. On the VP we will get the front view, on the HP top view rotation will be downside. So both the projections will be below reference line. So these are the four-way positioning of any object in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So we can draw objects in any quadrant, first, second, third or maybe fourth, and we can draw like this. I hope that you will understand the basic concept about what is the quadrant system, and in next class we will go further and discuss more about the orthographic projection and projection of point. Thank you very much.